Several finishing moves have been removed from Mortal Kombat 1. That's right, they're completely unlisted now, which is already strange, but on top of that, many characters have been nerfed as well, but Cyrax got a game-breaking exploit, because some things never change, do they, Mustard Boy? Finishing moves getting deleted, characters getting nerfed, and game-breaking setups. That's right, we're covering all of it in today's video, because another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news. I'm covering it all the time on this channel, so if you want to stay up to date, then make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss any future videos. And then after watching, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, it helps the channel out a ton. And without any further ado, let's begin. Okay, so let's start with the damage nerfs, because NetherRealm has been dropping several silent updates to Mortal Kombat 1, and when I say silent update, I mean that it's not listed anywhere online. You can't find any patch notes or any other information from the developers about these changes. Instead, you'd have to hop on Twitter and watch Aziz, or basically anybody else who covers all the tiny changes that happen to this game. But the point is, NetherRealm themselves are not covering any of these changes, so I'm gonna catch up to speed really quickly. Goro's crazy combo damage has been nerfed. That's right, your boy no longer does 80% damage combos, instead he now does 70% damage combos, which is still crazy damage, but just less crazy. And I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, this was a good change, because don't get me wrong, I love crazy high damage combos, but also this is not Dragon Ball FighterZ, okay? It's trying to be lately with these damaging combos, but it's not meant to be, so the damage nerf here was definitely justified. And at the same time, the combo damage is still really good, but be warned, if you do this Goro combo, the cooldown time is crazy. I'm not joking, the guy is gone for so long, meaning if you want to do one of these crazy combos with Goro, then you better make sure it wins the match, because you're not getting your cameo back for a solid 2 minutes or something crazy like that, which I definitely do think is intentional and how NetherRealm plans on balancing the crazy combo damage, because yeah, you get a lot of damage, but also your cameo is gone for a very long time, so it's kind of fair. But next up, let's talk about Farah, because she also got a damage nerf, and it's not mentioned anywhere in the patch notes, but basically, if you do a combo with Farah, it's now going to do a bit less damage, and once again, I think this nerf is valid. Not because I'm a fan of nerfs, but because Farah is a very safe cameo character that also has 50/50s and a command grab, so she's really strong, and she also has a damage buff of her own, and as a result, I think lowering the combo damage a bit was very justified. The only thing I don't like about this change is that it's not listed anywhere on any official website. Instead, you gotta follow people like me or Aziz on Twitter. Those two changes are the biggest deal that I can think of. There may be some other damage nerfs here and there, but essentially, NetherRealm realized that with all these cameo changes, the combo damage got a bit too crazy and out of hand, so they dialed it back a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Nobody got Baraka'd, if you know what I'm saying. The combo damage is still there, it's just no longer ridiculously over the top like a Dragon Ball FighterZ game. So next up, let's talk about Cyrax. That's right, the leaky boat. Ever since Mortal Kombat 9, this character has been broken. Never before has NetherRealm ever managed to balance this character, and that legacy continues in Mortal Kombat 1. When the game first came out, he was absurdly broken, then he got really nerfed, and then was broken again for a short bit, but then got re-nerfed because that buff was a mistake, and now finally, once again, he is overpowered, and if you're not sure why, just check out this clip.
Okay. Alright, hold block. Hold block.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold block now then. He's just chilling out. That's so good.
JSO as well, top finish. Ooh, he has to free 400 damage to start the round, bro.
Yeah, thanks for that, mate. Thanks for that. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, that setup is completely unavoidable, or in other words, you lose the round, and then immediately at the start of round 2, you just get comboed guaranteed, and there's no way to escape it. This definitely needs to be fixed, and I won't be shocked if NetherRealm hops on it right away. Because if they don't, then we almost leave Kombat League in protest, because I draw the line at stuff like this. If I can't even start the round without getting guaranteed comboed, then there's something wrong with your game. Don't get it twisted, every MK game has had something broken and some busted characters and some ridiculous resets, but never did it carry over into the next round. This is something completely new and I'm terrified of change, so please fix it now. The good news is most characters in the game can't actually replicate this because you need someone who can hold the opponent in place long enough to guarantee the bomb setup. But even so, there are several characters who can do this, which means they get a guaranteed combo at the start of the next round, and they don't even have to win the round, by the way. If they can summon Cyrax in time and then lose the round, the bomb is on screen and will still guarantee a combo at the start of the next round, even though they lost, which once again is why Cyrax is busted, and some things just never change. This character is going to be busted in every single Mortal Kombat game until the end of time, and maybe a little bit after that, if we're being honest. Okay, but now finally it's time for the last topic of today's video. In the recent update, for whatever reason, NetherRealm accidentally removed several finishing moves from Mortal Kombat 1. That's right, they're completely unlisted. If you want to know how to do these brutalities, then you're out of luck unless you want to go online or social media somewhere outside the game, because in the game itself, in Mortal Kombat 1, these brutalities have been completely unlisted. There's no game information on them anywhere, which means you can't perform them at all unless you already knew how to do the brutalities themselves. Now, thankfully, it's only happened to a few characters, so not a crazy big deal, but I still find it really funny how the NetherRealm coders just keep catching L's. I think it's finally time to replace these programmers. I hate to say that, but it's just not okay to change one tiny thing and then break 10 different things every single time an update happens. I think it's time to clean house a little bit, alright? I don't mean to be rude, but these guys can't even do hitboxes and hurtboxes, so maybe it's time to find some new coders who are a bit better at their job, because I'm tired of seeing 10 different things break every time one thing is fixed in every update of Mortal Kombat 1 so far, okay? It can't keep going on like this. But hey, the one silver lining is these brutalities and finishing moves are still possible, they're just not listed anywhere in the game. So the data and information on them has been completely removed, but you can still do them if you already knew how to, or if you researched it online. The brutalities are still possible, but when it comes to the game listing them, they've been completely removed, and that was definitely not intentional. But once again, whenever these coders at NetherRealm change one thing, they also accidentally change like 10 more things. However, here's some really cool news that I'm happy to talk about. Your boy Interloco has found several new brutalities in Mortal Kombat 1's data files. We can't do them yet because they're completely inaccessible without mods. However, I can almost guarantee you they're gonna be possible in the near future, which means we're gonna get a free pack of brutalities in a future update for Mortal Kombat 1, and I just think that's really cool. It's very possible that it could drop in the Chaos Reigns DLC update. As you all know, I love getting stuff for free, so whenever Mortal Kombat 1 gives us free attacks for the characters, or free attacks for the cameos, or free costumes, or even free finishing moves, I'm here for it. I think one of the coolest things about NetherRealm games is they do constantly give us free stuff like this, whereas with other fighting games, I've definitely seen them charge money for things like this in the past. So I'm glad that NetherRealm is still giving us these things for free. But as you all know, I love making these videos interactive, so let me know your thoughts on all these topics in the comments down below. How do you feel about all the damage nerfs to several characters? Do you think it's justified? And why do you think NetherRealm is not keeping us updated with some patch notes on the official website? Why are we forced to go on social media or follow certain creators just to learn about these tiny changes happening to the game? And also online, has anybody Cyraxed you yet? Have you been hit with the guaranteed unblockable bomb setup? And if so, how do you feel about that? I bet you were pretty salty. I know that I definitely would be, but thankfully most Mortal Kombat players online do not know about these tricky setups. And then finally, how do you feel about the new brutalities coming to Mortal Kombat 1, and do you think they will be free? My fingers are definitely crossed that they will be, because I think NetherRealm learned their lesson about charging for DLC fatalities in the past. But hey, just for fun, let me know your brutality ideas in the comment section for certain characters. And feel free to get creative, because Mortal Kombat 1 is all about the violence and the gore and the cartoony nonsense when it comes to the over-the-top violence, right? So for me personally, I want Natara to have a brutality where she just sucks all the blood out of the opponent and then they just float away like a plastic bag. I think that would be hilarious and cool. Thanks for watching, everyone. Another day means more Mortal Kombat 1 news, and I'm always happy to deliver it to your faces through my channel. So if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down below. It helps my channel out a ton, and then finish that combo by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss any future videos. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.